So according to the Collins Dictionary, filmmakers, also known as film directors, have the unique ability to transform written stories and ideas into visual representations, such as movies, TV shows, documentaries, animation, and advertisements, including YouTube videos. Their goal is to create content that spurs emotion, captivates audiences, or promotes action. I like to think of myself as a filmmaker or a video storyteller. I love going to the field, capturing stories, and molding them in ways that spur emotions and captivate the audience. So today's story is about a 9-year-old elephant bull named Senufo that I captured back in November last year in Amboseli National Park. But before we get to the story, let me tell you a little bit about elephant behavior. Elephants live in family groups led by a matriarch, which is usually the oldest and most experienced female. The family group typically includes her daughters, her young sons, younger sisters, and their offspring. Male elephants are usually part of a family group when they're young, but they typically leave the group when they reach sexual maturity, which is usually about 12 to 15 years old. Once they leave the family group, they may form small bachelor herds with other male elephants or live alone to avoid inbreeding with their female relatives. Senufo is still young and a member of this particular family. He will eventually leave the herd and pursue his life goals. He is also the son of the matriarch, which is an important detail to remember. I visited Amboseli last year in November to document the effects of climate change on wildlife caused by the insistent drought in Kenya. The communities living next to the park within the ecosystem were not spared either. Cattle, sheep, goats were all affected. Amboseli is home to close to over 2,500 elephants, which are migratory animals. They move a lot because they eat a lot. Wildlife competes for the little resources in the park, and when it gets depleted, they are forced to go to the neighboring communities in search of food and water. And that's where now human-wildlife conflict arises. In areas like the Amboseli ecosystem, where elephants and humans live in close proximity, human-wildlife conflict will definitely occur. Humans usually attempt to defend themselves or their property, and they may unintentionally provoke elephants, leading to potential dangerous situations. Elephants are generally peaceful animals, but they can be very aggressive if they feel threatened. So in this case, both humans and wildlife are affected by the drought because they share the same ecosystem. That's why you can understand humans trying to protect the limited resources they have, like their farms and their crops, and also water storage. An adult elephant eats about 150 kgs of vegetation in a single day. Now imagine how many kilograms it would take to feed a whole family every single day. Keeping in mind, the numbers of elephants in a family or herd can range from a few individuals to more than 100 individuals. During a field visit with some of my colleagues, we went on a game drive to document the effects of drought on wildlife. On the radio, we heard about an elephant with a spear lodged in its ear. We quickly tracked the family. Informed the Kenya Wildlife Service vet team, and they formulated a plan to remove the spear and treat the young bull. I know it seems easy to do, But it's not. Many things could go wrong, especially when you're handling a wild animal in pain and in the midst of a family or herd who live with a constant fear of being poached. Elephants are highly intelligent animals and have demonstrated cognitive abilities such as memory, empathy, problem solving, and self-awareness. So you're pretty much dealing with one of the smartest animals in the world, the largest land animal, and one of the most dangerous animals when provoked. So the first step was to observe the family from a distance as the vet was getting ready to sedate the elephant. Then slowly approach the family and take the shot. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for the drug to kick in, and that in itself is such a risky exercise, especially for a young elephant. If the dosage is too low, the elephant may not get sedated enough, and if the dosage is too high, it could lead to complications like a cardiac arrest, which could lead to death. After about 10 minutes, when the drug was kicking in, the young bull started drifting away from the family, and his mother, who is also the matriarch, noticed something was wrong. She too slowed her pace to check on her young one. And immediately after Senufo dropped, the whole family came back for him in distress. And that's where the intelligence and the empathy of elephants kick in, because in such cases, most wild animals would run away if instinctually they would think that something is wrong and they need to protect themselves first without really wanting to know what happened to their offspring or a member of their pack or their family or their herd. They would run away first and then think about it later. The second step was to try and separate the family from Senufo, because there is no way they were willing to let us treat the young bull without a fight. After making a few noises, getting the elephants to flee seemed easy, except for the fact that the matriarch, who is also the mother of the young bull, would not let us near him. We tried to make as much noise as possible for her to back off, but she wouldn't leave. And the alternative option was to dart her as well. But that's very risky, because if we do that, the chances of her falling on the young bull as she goes down when the drug is kicking in is so high, and that would kill Senufo immediately, which now beats the purpose of trying to remove the spear. So the safest option is to put ourselves in danger by trying to scare her to leave so that we can work on Senufo. And eventually, it worked. Immediately after she left, the vet and the rangers got into action to position the calf well.
Good.
It took us about 7 minutes to get it done and administer an antidote so that then he could be reunited with his family. We were all happy that everything went well, and this is another reason why I am sharing this story, is to help you understand the risks involved in protecting wildlife. The jobs of wildlife rangers, wardens, and vets are not easy. It only takes one small error and everything could go wrong. Everything. And so I think it's important to respect the people working with and for wildlife. Animals don't know or don't care that you're trying to help them. They'll go into survival mode and attack. Senufo awoke without any complications and was reunited with his family, who were waiting just about a few meters away. So anyway, that's it for today's video. It's not sponsored by anyone, so subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. You can leave an emoji of an elephant in the comment section below. Like it, share with your friends or anyone who you think would find this interesting, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you, I almost say next week, but that would be lying. I will see you when I see you. Yeah, so thank you so much. Till next time.